What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing today? Now let's get down to business. If you clicked on this video, then you probably are some type of streamer. You record videos for gaming or something of that nature. And also you have the ELGATO HD60 PRO. And I bet you it's just like me. How the heck do you record gameplay audio on both the ELGATO and hear it through your headphones, all while doing it on the PlayStation 4? If you clicked on this video, I bet you were one of the people who didn't get the memo that Xbox is the superior. I'm sorry, I said it. If you want to dislike the video because of that, I completely understand. Just leave me a comment and let me know if you hate on Xbox like that. But all jokes aside, Xbox does have the option where you can record the game chat and also the game audio through your TV speakers or headphones, and it'll simultaneously send that same sound to the ELGATO. That way you can record it. Unfortunately, Sony just didn't think about this. I have no idea. They're not listening to people. It would just be way more convenient if you could just split the sound between both without having to do all this. But unfortunately, that's not how it is. And that's why I am making this video, because I haven't seen one video regarding the ELGATO HD60 PRO and like a tutorial on how to record, on both devices. So after like trial and error, a whole bunch of stuff, this is like the way that I found. I don't know if this is the best technique. It definitely didn't cost a lot of money, and I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's go ahead and hop into it. So before we get started, we're gonna need an ELGATO HD60 PRO, obviously, a PS4 controller, duh. You need an external mic that has a 3.5mm jack port. So you need to be able to plug something into this external mic. And I'm assuming if you have the ELGATO HD60 PRO that you probably already bought an external mic. I'm assuming that. Maybe you don't. You probably need to if you're going to be using the ELGATO. It's the best way to go about it, in my opinion. You're going to need a male to male 3.5mm audio cable, or a male to female, depending on the technique that I use, and I'm going to show you two of them today. You're going to need a mic audio splitter. This is very important. This is probably the most important piece to this whole entire puzzle. You could use a regular 3.5mm audio cable splitter, but when it comes to different techniques, you won't be able to, especially if you're using the SCUF controller. You're gonna need a TV that also has a 3.5mm jack port. It's 2019. I hope, for the love of God, that you guys have a TV that has a mic port, because most TVs have that port, so you can plug in, external speakers and you get that better sound. And probably the second most important piece that you're gonna need is wired headphones. Yeah, I know a lot of people probably have wireless headphones, but it is important to, if you're trying to record this way, it's important that you have wired headphones, because everything is gonna be going through wires. Now, I'm not sure how many wired headphones come with a split audio, one for the mic and one for the game audio, but this is strongly recommended, as I do not know if it'll work with a single wired headset. I haven't tested that yet. Don't get mad at me, get mad at Sony, man. That's how they made it, man. I don't know. And assuming that you guys already have the ELGATO, already have your TV, already have your PlayStation, the wires themselves don't really cost that much. I think I might have paid a total of 25 bucks to get everything, and minus the headphones as well. So there are some pretty cheap headphones if you need to do this right now. There are some pretty cheap headphones that's wired on Amazon, so don't let that freak you out. I think the headphones might be as low as 40 bucks, but that's beside the point. All right, so what we're gonna do first is go to our settings and look at our audio settings. Now, I wanna say that if you have a SCUF controller, there is a different technique that you're gonna have to use, because SCUF is just, they're SCUF, man. It was different, and I'll explain why. So once we get to settings, we're gonna go down to devices and audio devices. So this is gonna be where we do our magic. This is gonna be our bread and butter. So if you have no headphones or any type of audio device connected to your controller or PlayStation, it is gonna say input device none, and then TV or amplifier on the output device. So how the heck do we get our audio to transmit to our ELGATO and also out of the TV speakers? Because that's essentially what you're doing. The ELGATO picks up the sound from the PlayStation. What we're trying to do is find a way to split the audio. Basically, that's how Xbox does it. Unfortunately, on PlayStation, the audio, once you choose headphones or you choose the TV or amplifier, it cuts off the audio to one or the other. It doesn't give you an option to split it. So today what we're gonna be doing is splitting it manually. So here's the first technique. First, we're gonna grab our mic splitter, the one that has the ports for the headphones to listen to sound and also the port to express your audio so you can talk into the mic. This technique is off the regular PlayStation controller, by the way. So we're gonna go ahead and plug in our splitter, and automatically, if you have it selected, it'll just switch to headphones. It'll switch input and output to headphones. And it should say microphone switch to headset connected to controller. Once we do this, we're gonna go ahead and plug in the mic part of our headphones and plug it into the mic part of the controller. That way it'll pick up our voice. Next, we're gonna take our male to female audio cable and we're gonna plug it into the back of the TV. Then after that, we're gonna plug in our audio cable into the male to female. That way we can hear the game. At this point, we have our voice audio connected to the controller and we have our hearing audio for the game connected to the TV. So now we'll go into settings. We'll go to output device and we'll put it at TV or amplifier. Because our headphones are connected to the TV, the voice of the game should come through our headphones and not out through the speakers. Input device needs to remain at headset connected to controller. I don't even know if it's gonna give you another option to do so. And this way our mic is still gonna work when we talk into it. So now we're gonna go to adjust microphone level to test our audio to see if it's working. All right, so now I'm in adjust microphone level. So now I'll flip my headphones down, blah, 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 blah. And now we can see that the game is picking up my audio. Now, obviously, when you start recording, the game isn't gonna pick up your audio, it's gonna pick up those of who you're talking to. But here we are in my OBS studio, which is what I use to record my videos. And as I'm talking, we see that mic and AUX is picking up my voice now. This is through my external microphone. So I decided to record this part with the GoPro just so I can give you guys a better visual. I was too lazy to go around and change my settings so you guys could see it on the computer, the Elgato and my voice, that is. So I have the headset connected to the PlayStation, and right now we're just gonna test my audio along with the Blue Yeti audio and the Elgato. Everything is going into the Elgato and also into my headset. So just so you guys can verify that this is on, I'll flip my headset up. Boom, there we get sound. And then we'll go over here and we'll look at the computer. Make sure you guys get a good look at that. So you can see that where it says Elgato HD60 Pro, I don't know if you guys can see that. And then at the very bottom, there's the, hold on, let me get up in there for you. At the very bottom, there's the mic and AUX. Now you see both of them going up at the same time because I'm speaking into the mic and also I'm speaking into the headset, which my voice right now is symbolizing as if I was in a party chat. Obviously, the game isn't gonna pick up my voice, it's gonna pick up the voice of the people that's inside my party. And this is the first technique of how you're gonna be And this is the first technique of how you're going to be able to record game chat on the Elgato HD60 Pro. Now, I do want to say that if you have the Elgato HD60S or a different Elgato that doesn't plug into a desktop PC, that there are hundreds of videos on YouTube of how to do that. And also, Elgato HD60S also has an external 3.5mm jack port, which makes this a whole lot simpler. All right, for our next technique, we're gonna go ahead and start off in the settings area. We're gonna go ahead and plug in our splitter. Now let's say you have headphones that don't necessarily split each other. This is where your external mic would come in. And when I say split each other, I mean having a red and a green line for each audio. So one for the input audio that's coming out through the TV and the other one for the output that's coming from your voice. So the external mic that I use is a Blue Yeti. And I'm hoping that the external mic that you have, if you do have one, has a 3.5mm jack port because that is important for this technique. Otherwise you can't do it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna plug in one side of our 3.5mm male-to-male cable into the Blue Yeti. And then using our audio splitter that's connected to our controller, we're gonna go ahead and plug in the other side into the red side, which is the voice audio. So now that that's connected, we have an input device being our Blue Yeti or external microphone, whichever you're using. So next we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use our male to female cable, plug it into the TV, plug our headphones into the female part of the cable. So now that our headphones are connected to the TV, we can go ahead and put the output device at TV or amplifier. And we can do this because our headphones are connected to the TV instead of the actual PS4. And also we've selected to put the sound from the game into the TV. So therefore it just comes through our headphones. Does that make sense? Is everybody clear? I hope you guys are listening. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go into adjust the microphone level to test and see how our audio is working. Test 1 2 test 1 2. So now you guys can see I don't have any headphones on. There's nothing coming from my mouth or nothing. I'm talking into the Blue Yeti and it's picking up my audio because we have the voice connected to the Blue Yeti. So now this is gonna be our microphone to talk in our parties, and it'll serve, you know, the same as if you put headphones on and you flip that mic down. It's gonna work the exact same. I will say this: make sure you test your audio because you don't want to be annoying the people. Just adjust it on the PlayStation, and that way you don't have to adjust it, you know, on your computer with the outside source. And also I'll show you guys, if you go into a game, it's still picking up the game audio. You're picking up everything that you would normally pick up, and also picking up your voice audio. All right, so you guys can clearly hear the game audio and you can clearly hear my voice. Now you don't hear my voice going twice like you did when we were testing the audio, because like I said, it's not gonna pick up your voice, it'll just pick up the voice in the game chat or in the party chat. So this way when you record, you won't hear yourself twice, and also it'll sound like a normal conversation between you and whoever you're talking to. And I can still hear the game through my headphones because remember, we have it coming out of the TV and we're connected to the TV with the headphones. And also what the TV hears, the Elgato hears. And that is how we are able to split the sound, and we have it here on the TV and also on the Elgato. All the while being able to record the voice of our chat members, party members, the people we don't even know, the people that we might get in a feud with, thanks to the open chat on on Modern Warfare, like the good old days. And you guys can hear me clearly through my Blue Yeti mic, and everything is working exactly how we wanted it to work. I did have somebody that was gonna test this technique, so you guys can see. I had already tested it, but just so you guys can see that if we were in a party, it would pick up their voice audio as well. Unfortunately, their mic is broken. I don't have too many friends on PlayStation. What can I say, man? I'm an Xbox guy. All my friends are on Xbox. So those are the two techniques that we can use for a regular controller. Now, if you guys are using a SCUF controller, the technique is exactly the same for the first technique. Now, I don't think you can do it with the second one because for some reason, SCUF would not let you use the male-to-male port to use the external mic. I have no idea why. I guess it just has to come from headphones. And also, listen closely because it's very important. The splitter that I was talking about earlier, the one that has the green and the red, you have to use that one for the SCUF controller. It will not pick up a 3.5 millimeter splitter that isn't designed for chat and listening to gameplay. If you guys do have another technique, please leave it in the comment section for the rest of us below. Who knows, you might help somebody out. I just want to go ahead and appreciate you guys for watching. If this video has helped you in any way, shape, or form, go ahead and leave it a like. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you guys felt about it. If I left out any information, let me know if it worked out for you guys. I'm hoping that this helped. I looked everywhere. I could not find any type of Elgato HD60 Pro how-to video on how to do this. And once I figured it out, I just thought I'd share it. And I hope that this helps you guys. I am Blade the Rebel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.